Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the third law of thermodynamics and, well, the unreachable destination. We're looking at what is essentially the ultimate do not enter sign erected by nature itself. It's a physical boundary that brilliant human beings have spent literally decades trying to cross, only to run smack into an absolutely unbreakable wall.
And when I say we've gotten close to this wall, I mean really close. Like 0.000, well, you get the idea, 1/1000th of a degree. Using incredibly advanced laser cooling techniques, which, by the way, is completely counterintuitive when you think about it, right? Literally bombarding atoms with intense light to strip away their momentum. But using these methods, scientists have actually managed to cool matter down to within a mere billionth of a degree above absolute zero. Just try to wrap your mind around that precision. We've manipulated matter to be a microscopic fraction away from the absolute coldest state possible in existence. It's an extraordinary human achievement. But despite all of our cutting-edge technology and brilliant minds, we're stuck. We're stuck right at that tiny microscopic mark. We've walked right up to the doorstep, but we haven't actually walked through the door.
So, why is going all the way fundamentally impossible? Why can't we just, build a slightly better laser and cross that final hair's breadth? Well, the answer isn't a lack of funding, it's not a missing piece of equipment, and it's definitely not some clever engineering trick just waiting to be discovered. The reason we can't cross this final threshold is because of a hard limit set by the universe itself. The fundamental laws of physics are actively preventing us from getting there.
Enter the third law of thermodynamics. This law states that as a system's temperature approaches absolute zero, its entropy approaches a minimum constant value. And absolute zero itself can never be reached in a finite number of steps. That last part is the real kicker. Absolute zero can never be reached in a finite number of steps. This completely redefines what absolute zero actually is. It takes it from being just, a really cold temperature and turns it into an unbreakable physical barrier. It tells us that temperature isn't just a simple dial we can turn all the way down. It's a profound, complex relationship between heat, energy, and the fundamental disorder of the universe.
Think about the everyday thermodynamic reality. At normal temperatures, matter is chaotic, molecular motion is everywhere, and entropy, or disorder, is in constant flux. But to achieve absolute zero, you're essentially trying to squeeze every single drop of that chaos out of a system to achieve perfect theoretical stillness. You're forcing entropy down to its absolute lowest state. You aren't just making something cold, you are literally trying to halt the fundamental energetic vibration of existence.
And this is exactly why getting to that perfect stillness is a trap. Let's break it down. Getting to absolute zero requires removing heat step by step. Now, step 1, lowering the initial temperature, and step 2, decreasing that baseline disorder. That happens at a rapid, measurable pace. We're pretty good at that. But step 3, approaching infinity. As you get closer and closer to zero, there is incredibly little heat left to pull out. So each subsequent extraction gets progressively harder. To pull out that last remaining fraction of heat, you need to exert exponentially more effort. Ultimately, to fully arrive at zero, you would require an infinite number of steps. It's like you're walking down an infinite staircase where the bottom step simply doesn't exist.
Absolute zero, therefore, is a limit you can approach but never truly touch. It's almost like a mathematical ghost. It anchors our temperature scales, it anchors our theoretical models, but it remains an absolute physical impossibility to reach in a laboratory. It gives us the baseline for understanding how the universe works, for sure, but that final gap stretches out to infinity, making it a mathematical reality that we can never, ever physically close.
But hey, playing right at the edge of this unbreakable boundary is exactly where the magic happens for modern tech. This theoretical law strictly governs our most cutting-edge technology. It acts as the hard boundary for cryogenics and low-temperature physics. We see this in superconductors that can miraculously transmit electricity with zero resistance, and in quantum computers that promise to completely revolutionize data processing. These highly sensitive systems absolutely rely on minimizing thermal noise to maintain what's called quantum coherence. They have to operate as close to absolute zero as physically possible to function at all. They sit right on the precipice of that theoretical limit, bound entirely by the constraints of the third law.
So, when we look back at the efforts of scientists manipulating matter to these crazy extremes, we can really appreciate it with a profound sense of respect. To quote the source text, it's, quote, an extraordinary achievement, but still a hair's breadth away from the unreachable true zero. It is such a testament to human ambition. We quieted the chaotic jiggle of the universe down to a near-perfect whisper. We've pushed the boundaries of what is possible, only stopping exactly where the fundamental laws of thermodynamics force us to stop. Which leaves us with a truly fascinating question to ponder. With the laws of thermodynamics complete and our understanding of heat and entropy pushed to its absolute minimum limit, what actually happens when things get this impossibly still? If you manage to quiet the universe down this much, a whole new set of rules begins to take over. We leave the predictable classical world behind and cross over into the deeply strange, counterintuitive realm of quantum physics. Because you see, when particles stop moving, we run headfirst into Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. But how does perfect stillness break the laws of quantum mechanics? Well, that is exactly what we'll uncover in our next explainer. See you then.